I'm a bird, mother. I'm a bird.
Game stores cancel Games Workshop and Warhammer 40k.
Ooh.
I don't really see people talking about it much.
Okay.
Games Workshop might have gotten some great news when they announced that Henry Cavill and the production at Amazon was moving forward for a Warhammer 40k universe. But on their retail front, multiple stores have announced that they will no longer be selling Games Workshop and Warhammer 40,000 products. Obviously, Games Workshop has been in the middle of a number of controversies over the last couple of years due to their embrace of the DEI woke agenda.
Not just that. It's I would say, as a Warhammer fan, it wasn't the embrace of DEI, it was the embrace of spitting into the face of fans and lore breaking that is kind of pushing me away from wanting to support Workshop.
Over the years, they did a flip of anti-consumer.
Yeah.
They're very anti-consumer about everything. The figurines, the lore, the Age of Sigmar. A lot of people dropped Warhammer Fantasy because of Age of Sigmar when they introduced fantasy Space Marines.
By the way, you're 100% right about them being anti-consumer. Like, the number one grievance all the tabletop fans of Warhammer have is how, like, anti-fan base Workshop has always been.
Yeah.
Warhammer 40k and the drama queen protagonists have something in common: hating aliens. They don't only hate aliens.
Yeah. On another little thing about, like, they're not really big on the fan thing. What if you guys remember the Astarte series? That was made by one dude, and the animation was freaking peak. The sound, the music, the gun noises, all that stuff was peak. They hired him. They didn't even utilize him. He left. He literally was like, deuces. This is the worst company ever. And he started up his own company, if I remember correctly.
And Workshop, honestly, is just such a horrible company.
Yeah.
Obviously, that came to a head with the introduction of female custodies and then the gaslighting by Games Workshop saying that female custodies had always been around. Not going to go over that right now, but obviously you can see right here, since the first of the 10,000 were created, there have always been female custodians. Total insult to Warhammer 40k players who clearly...
Yeah, it was insulting. It was beyond insulting, like them being like, oh, no, the entirety of the fan base, like, screw you.
Yeah.
Noted that that was not the case. You can even go back to their 1987 Rogue Trader rules, where it clearly says that they were men and they never left Earth. So obviously they've been in a lot of different controversies. They've attacked Sargon of Akkad, trying to demonize him by including him into one of their novels. And then they've added, obviously, transgender and gender ideology into their Stormcast Eternals models, and they've been doing that into their novels as well. So they're all about pushing.
Warhammer is definitely not the universe that you want to push something like this in.
No. It doesn't fit at all.
In a world where everything is crumbling and it's all about serving the God Emperor and constant wars and death, pushing ideologies is the last thing that will even come to people's minds.
That's literally heretical situation right there. Because if there's like some person wants to transition to a different thing, they'll probably just be like, oh, Slanesh got you. Purge.
Plus, they're not even supposed to be thinking about stuff like this. All they're supposed to be thinking is about serving the God Emperor.
Serving God Emperor, the greater good, the machine god, the orc gods. I don't remember their names.
This woke DEI agenda, and it looks like it is going to cost them, or is costing them, as a number of shops have said that they are no longer going to be carrying Games Workshop products. The first one was Paradise Games. They wrote this on August 15th on their...
And honestly, it's not like anyone's gonna be losing out much. Even like the fan base. They mostly are buying custom-made ones, anyways.
Yeah, they're buying custom made ones, or they're 3D printing their own and
Yeah.
playing their own tabletop stuff, like unofficial tournaments and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Because no one cares. No one really cares. They just want to have an army and play the game.
No, they do care. This is why they're buying the custom ones, because Workshop is providing, honestly, really bad quality and variety.
Yeah, that's why they're resorting to customs and 3D printed models.
Yeah.
Their Facebook. We have made the decision to pull out of Games Workshop Warhammer. All models are 35% off. They will continue to be discounted until they are all gone. We will continue to carry the Citadel paint line, but they will no longer be selling Games Workshop Warhammer products. And they made that announcement just this year, August 15th. That was not the only one, right? We've got this one here from RIW Hobbies. They wrote this: "Good evening, all. This was just this month, 2 weeks ago, December 4th. A quick announcement: the straw has broken the Space Marine's back. I hadn't heard from my GW rep in 3 weeks. He blamed it on my cell phone. I've had the same number for 30 plus years. He called the store the second week. I called back immediately within 2 minutes and left a voicemail. All I cared about was my Christmas box sets. We ordered a little over 12,000 in 40K armies. No return calls, no email. He called me 2 days before they were scheduled to release, one of those days being Thanksgiving, to let me know we weren't getting any of our order.
Wow.
If I wanted, I could
What?
order them online at a different discount. They wouldn't arrive in time for their scheduled release, and he didn't know when they might possibly ship. He did blame me for the error. I know this not to be true. The day he claims he received my submission, I was in sunny Florida on vacation. After reviewing our sales and space dedicated to the product, we have made the decision to drop all Games Workshop products. It's been a nightmare for years. Thursday, December 12th is our 12 Days of Christmas sale. If you want to play, feel free to bring an army. We will be liquidating all existing stock at 40% off. Our going away party will begin at 6 p.m. and run until close. Snack and beverages provided. The 40% sale will start at 6 p.m. We will organize a line for those of you who want to show up early and wait. It's first come, first serve. We won't hold anything. Please don't show up early thinking you will walk around the store and hold items until 6 p.m. If you have any questions, feel free to send them an email."
I'm honestly not surprised that Games Workshop is treating sellers and shop owners like this.
Yeah,
Not in the least surprised.
I am not surprised about this at all with their track records.
Oh yeah, I knew Games Workshop was bad, but I didn't know they're this bad even like with their distributors.
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
We also should see if there's any in Jersey doing these sales.
Yeah, it would be nice to have like a very cheap figurine army set.
Because let's be honest, like the Games Workshop ones, they're lower quality than the custom ones.
Yeah.
So clearly not happy with the customer service they're getting, and then obviously crunch the numbers and realize that maybe they don't even need to carry Games Workshop products in order to continue the success of their business. So it's not looking good for Games Workshop on the hobby front. You would think you're obviously expanding into movies and television with Amazon. That would be a way that you would try to get people into your wargaming hobby, your wargaming product that you sell, that you have significant profit margins off of, and that you can make a lot of money off of. Instead, what looks like is happening is we're seeing stores literally shut down their purchasing of Warhammer Games Workshop products due to a number of reasons. Clearly, this one store noting poor customer service and clearly not really bringing in the dough that they would expect, and it's not.
Okay, I'm still gonna continue being a Warhammer fan, a huge Warhammer fan, and I think a lot of people who do love 40K, they don't accept Games Workshop as the true owner of Warhammer anyways.
Yeah, because it runs by community.
Exactly. Like
The
the true owners are the community. They're the only ones providing any content related to it. Whatever, buy Games Workshop.
Really going to hurt their bottom line. And then obviously this other one, Paradise Games, Unclear why they are canceling, but they're pulling out as well. So really, really bad news for Games Workshop, but this is also not unexpected. When you embrace the DEI woke agenda, you get things like this. You get poor customer service. You get people who don't want to buy the product anymore, and they are done with it. Talked about this earlier this year. There was a massive boycott against Games Workshop and Warhammer because of this female custodies. They had enough of this. They had enough of this. They had enough of the gaslighting. This was really a tip of the iceberg point here, where they were absolutely done with purchasing the products. And it looks like maybe we are now seeing the effects of that as these game shops are discontinuing purchasing Games Workshop Warhammer products and selling them. So huge announcements here from these two shops. Let me know what you guys make of this. Let me know in...
What I make of this is I'm surprised that Workshop is still afloat somehow.
No, they afloat is because of the legacy that they are building upon. It's a foundation that's so uncrackable that it's hard to like have them, leave.
It's like, how can you be like an owner of a universe like that and act like a complete heretic?
Right?
It's so funny. Like literally your whole lore is like how anti-heresy it is, but you're like the most heretic of them all.
Mm-hmm.